Hello, everyone. Garth here. The Duke is not here at the moment, but I'm coming at you with our match preview for Omonia versus Man United, 17:45 tomorrow. Big game for us. We need to get that victory. We need to get it out of the park, to be quite honest with you. I didn't realise my mic weren't there. We need the 3 points. Obviously, opening day defeat against Sociedad has left us in a dire position. A few injuries to speak of. No Wan-Bissaka, no Donny van der Beek. Varane is still struggling. But Martial, Rashford, both back in contention for the starting lineup. So that's an awesome start for us. No Maguire, which is a big thing because you'd like to think that the second team are going to get quite a run out in these games against the lesser known teams in the Europa League. So the fact that like Donny van der Beek's missing is bad for him, but the fact Maguire's missing is good for us because obviously he ain't won a game for us yet this season. So I'm going, if I can just get my team up for you now. For my starting 11, I'm going to go. I think it's time to Bradford got a starting goal. You know, I mean, what's the point of having him if we're not going to play him in games like this? Same with Shaw, get some minutes under him. Same with Lindelof, get some minutes under him. With no Varane, no Maguire, I presume it falls to Martinez unless we're going to give Tuanzebe a go. So Martinez goes in. No Aaron Wan-Bissaka still, which means Dalot continues. I believe he's played every 3 games so far, hasn't he? Almost every minute of every game, to be fair. So then obviously we've got to give Casemiro some minutes. And this is what this game's all about now, getting people minutes under their belts. Casemiro, for me, at 70 mil, we need to see more minutes from him. Like we need to see more minutes from him on the pitch. It's been unacceptable thus far. I'm beginning to wonder whether it wasn't really Ten Hag signing, whether it was a drastic rush buy at the end of the market where we didn't get De Jong. So the ball just went out and bought what they class as one of the best midfielders in the world. But 70 mil, a lot of money. He needs to be put into the starting 11 at some point. What better time than now? Eriksen continuing his good form in the centre midfield. I'd stick him there. There's no need in my mind for a Fred or McTominay in this game. We should have too much power for him. We really should. Fernandes continuing as captain in the AM centre. And then the front three of Anthony, Ronaldo and Elanga. Again, Ronaldo and Elanga just getting minutes under their belt. I can see Martial and Rashford coming on during the game at some point. Specifically Martial to really get fitness under his belt because you saw how impressive he was in the derby. Came in, scored 2 goals, looked explosive on the pitch, looked like he was, I know Nathan likes to use the word the glue, holding everything together. So, yeah, it's about time we see all of these working as a unit. Sancho, Anthony, Martial, Rashford, and even Elanga, Palestri. I know I'm forgetting someone, Garnacho. Getting these kids on the pitch to give them some minutes as well. So yeah, listen, I think it's going to be an easy game. I can't see us losing. I can barely see us conceding, to be quite honest with you, which is why I've gone for a solid 4-0 win, which I think is fair. I think that's would be a fair result against these boys. 2 from Ronaldo. He needs to get some goals under him. And this is why this game's very important for Ronaldo. He really needs to show that he's not sulking, I think is the way to put it. I mean, we're going to have a big discussion on Friday night show about whether he's been mistreated or not. For me, he hasn't. He disrespected the club. He said he didn't want to be here. We went all through pre-season with a different setup, a different system, and that's been working for us. You know what I mean? There are times where I begin to think we should bring him on here and there, and tomorrow, the game will be one of them without a shadow of a doubt. I can't see it, like if he isn't on the pitch tomorrow, then there are issues there. There are big issues with Ronaldo and Man United. I mean, we've all heard the rumours already. We presume there are big issues and it's going to end on a sour note, which is basically what I said in the summer, which is if we're not going to play him, we should just let him go because the last thing anyone wants is an unhappy Ronaldo just sitting on the bench, just bringing down everyone else in that team. You know what I mean? Because bottom line is he's one of the best players in the world. The youngsters will look up to him. And if he's sitting there, you know what I mean, with the evil eye at the manager, some of the younger players might, or even the Portuguese contingent might start losing faith in Ten Hag, things like that. And we don't need that. But let's have a quick look at the comments. We've got Lady Devil. Yeah, no, I agree. I think we should play a lot of our youth players. There, look, I'm gonna regret saying this, but they're a nobody team. Like we shouldn't be worried about them with any of our starting 25 players that we've got on that list. You know what I mean? We really shouldn't. So, but there are questions that have to be answered there. That starting lineup. We've got Sir Alex here. No, I agree, Sir Alex. For me, it's about time that we see if he is up to it. Because if he's not much better than Tom Eaton, why did we go and sign him? We should have brought up one of the youngsters, like Kovar or etc., etc. So it really is time to say. It would be very interesting for me, and I know for a few other Man United fans, is whether his distribution from the goal area is going to be better than De Gea's. We all know his shot stopping isn't going to be. De Gea still ranks up there as one of the best shot stoppers in the world. But if his passing is 50 times better than De Gea, then we could see a situation much like with Joe Hart at Man City when was it Bravo came in. Probably not a good shot stopper as Joe Hart, but his distribution meant that he fit the system. There's a chance that Dubravka makes himself number one at Man United. I don't think it's a very big chance. It's very, very slim, if you ask me. But there is a chance that he can make it. So it's nice to see if De Gea has some competition or whether it's just going to be another easy season for him between the sticks with no one pushing him. You know what I mean? Lady Devil again, be disappointed in Ronaldo? Yes. Yeah, I think it's been an omni shambles throughout this saga. Like, from what I'm hearing, Joel Glazer has refused to let him go, even though there was bids coming in. Then we started touting him out to everyone, and everyone was saying no because they couldn't afford him. You know, then there was what was it? Was it Saudi Arabia? We were looking at China and things, and nothing materialised. He wasn't a pre-season. So I don't think we're being unfair on him. And I am a little bit disappointed in Ronaldo, to be fair. I expect more from a man whose brand is all about being professional and being the best and being number one. And, you know, like, you got to take the rough with the smooth. You can't be throwing your toys out the pram just because you didn't get what you want. In my opinion, we should have let him go in the summer, even if it was for free, doing a bang on him. Just let him go. I know a lot of people disagreed with that because we could still get 15 mil for him. But in my mind, is 15 mil really worth having, not only having one of the best players in the world on the bench all season, but also being really unhappy, like I've always said, bringing the rest of the team down. So, yeah, I'm 70-30 disappointed with Ronaldo. I understand where he's coming from. I think he's behaved poorly, and I personally don't think Man United, and specifically Ten Hag, have done anything wrong here. So, Sir Alex Bakker, was it? Yeah, I don't know. What is he, 36 now, Heaton? I think Heaton is what he is, which is a third-choice goalkeeper. You know what I mean? He's there in case everything else falls apart. But that was my question on Dubravka. Is he better than Heaton, or is he just another one of those? Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. I can't say I saw a lot of him at Newcastle. Only bits here and there. He's a decent. He seems decent. But bottom line is De Gea. I know a lot of people are against De Gea, but he's still one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And I don't think Heaton, unlike I was saying about Dubravka, like if he turns out he's decent, Heaton hasn't got a chance of taking that number one spot. So I've got famous artist in Jackson Pollock. All right, nice to meet you. And what's he saying? I'd like to see him start. Like, yes, exactly what I was saying, Jackson. Exactly what I was saying. Against this team, we've got, and it's a chance. You know what I mean? If he walks on the pitch and bangs 4 goals in, proves to everyone that he's still got it, then he's putting himself in contention for the team. But at the moment, he's only scored a penalty, ain't he? If I'm correct, for Man United. So definitely needs to get the minutes under his belt because an all-firing Ronaldo is awesome for this team. We need him if he's going to stay. If he's just going to sit on the bench and sulk, then let him go. Like I keep saying, I'm of the opinion we should have let him go. So comments pop in here as always. Make sure you get them likes in, them subscribes in, share it with someone you love. You know what I mean? But yeah, to me, he might even be older, mate. To be quite honest with you. Oi, Harry is here. Yeah, I heard you on the treatment table, mate. You're on the treatment table. So yeah, 4-0 for me, I reckon. Should be an easy win. Takes us in, I believe we play him again on the repeat straight away afterwards. So I'm looking for 6 big points there, to be quite honest with you. I can't foresee any situation where Man United are getting beat by this team or not taking away 3 points. You know what I mean? After this game, we move into a 7 o'clock Sunday kickoff. That's a little bit strange, isn't it? Everton, tough game away from home. We know that what they're about. Any given Sunday, they could get spanked 4-0. Or they could pull out a 2-0 win out of nowhere. It's Man United at the moment, isn't it? So it'll all come down to whether Varane's back. It's going to be. It says that he's in light training, but like we've been saying all season, a massive loss if we're losing Varane for more than a couple of games. And then yes, straight away next Thursday is the return fixture at Old Trafford for Omonia or Omonia, however you pronounce it. So yeah, expecting big 6 points there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a shortened show today. Only the 10 minutes, but I just thought we'd get it out there. Pleasure, everyone. Stay safe, wash your hands, and tell someone you love them.